Skoda 935 Prototyp 1935. By the mid-1930s, Skoda was beginning to recover from the global economic crisis, the Great Depression. Conquering the market, the Czech brand offered customers new economical models with a simple and cheap design: 420 Popular, 1933, Superb, 1934, Rapid, 1935, and Favorite, 1936. At the same time, the company's engineers did not abandon their attempts to create an even more perfect car. Taking inspiration from the streamlined drop shape and keeping in mind the principles of body optimization outlined by Zeppelin aerodynamics engineer and Prague Technical University assistant Paul Zare, they created the prototype Skoda 935 Dynamic, which was significantly ahead of its time. The body with an unusual fin at the stern, necessary to stabilize the car at high speeds, was made of aluminum and steel, thanks to which the rather large and solid four-door prototype did not weigh so much, -1,170 kilograms. At the same time, the spacious salon could comfortably accommodate 5 adults. The backbone frame of the Skoda 935 Dynamic was bashed on a pipe that also served as a 40-liter fuel tank for the car. In order to avoid the noise, vibration, heating of the cabin and unpleasant odors from the engine compartment characteristic of the cars of the time with the classic layout, and also to extract the maximum usable space for the cabin, a balanced 2-liter flat-4 engine with an aluminum crankshaft and 2 Zenith 26V carburetors was placed at the rear within the wheelbase. He developed a maximum power of 55 horses at 3,500 revolutions per minute, which was enough to accelerate the streamlined car to 140 km/h. The mid-engine layout was also chosen because of the better axle weight distribution. At the same time, the cooling radiator was installed in the front part, which was designed as a relatively soft crumple zone and was a 300-liter trunk with a spare wheel placed horizontally under it, designed to act as a front bumper in the event of an accident. By the way, the drag coefficient, CX, the body of the Czech prototype of 1935 was only 0.37, which corresponds to the characteristics of the Ferrari F50, which appeared only in 1995. The one-of-a-kind concept, first shown to the general public at the Prague Motor Show in 1935, was to be used for further research by the company. However, in the summer of 1939, for some reason, it was sold to a private person, after which it disappeared from sight for many years. The next time the name 935 Dynamic appeared in the headlines of Czech newspapers only 30 years later, when Skoda Auto decided to open a museum and announced a search for rare and valuable models around the country. It was then, in 1986, a farmer from the Bansk-Bystrica region presented Skoda with a concept that had been standing somewhere in a barn for many years, but surprisingly well preserved. It differed from the original form only in body color and a different dashboard. It took the restorers 6 years to return the car to its original appearance. But the work was greatly facilitated by the large number of photographs of the prototype taken starting in 1935. It was even possible to find on one of the inner pillars of the body the original paint, in the color of which the revived 935 Dynamic was eventually painted. Now the car has been completely restored, technically sound, and stored in the Skoda Museum in Mladá Boleslav, and from time to time it is exhibited at various old-timer shows in Europe.